Hey guys, I thought we could do some time telling for our lesson today because that's something that we worked on every morning, isn't it? And I don't want you to lose those skills. So let's just do a quick reminder of how the clock works. Remember this long hand, or the big hand is what it's usually referred to as, but it's really just a longer hand, isn't it? It's reaching all the way across the hours into the minutes, isn't it? It's reaching all the way across. And that's because it's the minute hand, right? It's going all the way past the hours and hitting those minute ticks on the side. This short hand here just needs to hit our hours, right? So there's our hours. And then on the outside of the hours are the minute ticks. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So it goes all the way around the clock to 60. So we're just going to do hours today. Remember, when we're doing the o'clock, the long minute hand has to go all the way up to the 00 mark, which is above the 12, isn't it? The hour 12, right above the hour 12 is the 00 on the clock. And our shorter hand has to be pointing exactly at the hour we want. Okay? So let's begin. Okay, so the question we have here is, which clock is at 4 o'clock? So here we have our short hour hand hitting just past the 12. So we know if the hour hand is pointing at the 12 and the minute hand is pointing across the 4, we know that can't be it, right? Because that minute hand needs to be where? Straight up past the 12. This one has the minute hand going straight up past the 12 to the 00 mark on the clock, and the hour hand is pointing right at the 4. This one has the minute hand also at the 12, which is the right place, but it has the hour hand pointing at the hour of 10. So which one is 4 o'clock? That's right. You got it. Next question then is, which one is at 1 o'clock? Point to it if you think you know. Okay, the one you're pointing at, does it have the minute or the long hand pointing at the hour 12? Does it have the short hand pointing at the hour of 1? Let's look. This one, the minute hand goes past the 12 into the 00 minute mark, and it has the short hand or the hour hand pointing at a 7. So that, not 1 o'clock. Here we have the minute hand pointing all the way across the hour of 1 to the 5-minute mark. And the short hour hand is pointing at the 12. Not 1 o'clock. Here we have the hour hand pointing at the 1 and our minute hand shooting all the way past the 12 to the 00 mark. There's our hour of 1 o'clock. All right, which one is at 9 o'clock? Does your minute hand or your long hand go past the mark of 12 to the 00 on the clock, which is this mark right here? Does your short hand or your hour hand point to the number 9? No? Yes. There's our answer. 12 o'clock. This one's going to look tricky because both hands are going to be pointing at the 12, right? The minute hand is going to be pointing past the 12 and up to the 00 mark, and the hour hand is going to also be pointing to the 12. So it's going to look like there are no other hands but one on the clock. That's what makes it 12 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Can you guys see it? The short hand is pointed at the 11. The long hand or the minute hand is pointing to the 12. Good. These are kind of easy for you guys. I think everybody in class was able to get the hours. After a little warm up, sometimes we had to get a warm up on that. 2 o'clock, minute hand or long hand, pointed all the way past the 12 to the 00 mark or the o'clock mark. And our shorthand, the shorthand, is pointed to the 2. And here, the minute hand is pointing to the 2, but it's really hitting this minute mark back here, which is 10 minutes. And our hour hand is pointing to the 12. So this is what it should look like, but it's backwards. It should look like this. Good. Here we have 3 times, and we want to point to the 7 o'clock time. Which one says 7 o'clock? Does your answer have the minute hand pointing past the 12? And the shorthand, oops, Miss Tomas is phoning. Hang on a second, guys. All right, back to our class. So 7 o'clock. I need the long hand pointing at the 12 or the o'clock minute tick up here, and the short hand or the hour hand pointing at the 7. Can you find it? It's not this one. That's right, it's that one. Good job. Now we need 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. That one says 12 o'clock, doesn't it? Because it's got both minute and hour hand pointing up to the 12. This one says 12:30 because it has our hour hand pointing just past the 12 and our minute hand is at the 30 mark. So you guessed it. Actually, you probably didn't even guess. You probably knew. 8 o'clock. Check out the clocks. Long hand pointing at the 12, short hand pointing at the 8. That's right. 5 o'clock. Long hand pointing at the 12, short hand pointing at the 5. Not that one. Giddy up. And we did it. Fantastic. Good job, guys. So we'll do another one with half hours, and then we'll do half hour hours, and then we'll do quarters. And then we'll start to get down to these minutes because 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because some of you have that on your IEPs that you're going to be practicing clocks and you're going to be able to read them to the minute. So we definitely need to be working on this. All right? Good job, guys.